your girl Felicia Katsson with the new episode of In the Music. This week, you guys, we have our co-host back. We got Miss T.Nicole. How you doing?
I'm good, y'all. Glad to be back.
Yes, it's been a very long time.
We said we were going to work together again, and then everything got busy.
But you see how that boomerang came back around now?
We're here. I'm always here for you. If I'm available, I'm always here. This was fun, and I'm looking forward to having fun again today.
Yay! You know, minus the shots today. I can't take no shots with you.
Girl, me neither. Me neither. I got water, and I got a little bit of juice over here. That's about it.
Me too. Okay, so it was a lot. It seems like all of our heavy hitter artists was trying to make their little comeback. So first things first, we got to get the whole grand thing of Miss Nicki Minaj coming back. You feel me? She tweeted that, not tweeted, but she put that picture out on Instagram saying she's coming out. She did the live, well, she almost did 1 million actually people that tuned into the live. I was like, okay, Nicki, I'm rooting for you right here to cross over. And then she just made that announcement that she was going to be releasing Beam 'Em Up Scotty on all streaming platforms. So how do you feel about that return of Nicki trying to reintroduce herself?
I think it's warranted. I think she needed a break.
Mm-hmm.
I think her having that break, people were able to miss her and understand the importance of what she's brought to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was happy for her. I was happy that she took that time away to be with her family. I was very devastated for her when she lost her father, but I understood the importance of her taking that time away.
Okay. So you might be a little upset with me because I got a different angle from it. So I feel like the whole releasing Beam 'Em Up Scotty, it was just like a play, like a money play to me. Because I feel like, Nicki, you've been gone for a whole little hot minute. Your fans, they being eager for you to come out. And it's just like, that's what you give them. And I feel like the 3 records that she released, Fractions, Crocodile Tears, and Seeing Green, it was a bit of a okay side. Like,
here's the thing.
They're not memorable to me.
One, I'm not mad at you because you didn't ask me about the songs or the music. You asked me about her return.
Okay.
What I thought about her return.
Yeah. Okay.
I have been ostracized from a lot of music conversations because when Nicki first came out, I tried to do the whole Beam Me Up Scotty thing, and because I was excited. There weren't any other artists or any other women artists, so I was very excited. And then I heard it, I was like, okay. I did listen to Seeing Green. I tried to listen to Crocodile. What is it? Teeth or Tears? I don't know.
I think it's Teeth. I think I wrote down Teeth. So Crocodile Teeth.
I tried to listen to that and I got a phone call and never went back to it. Yeah, I will say this. I appreciated that she didn't give us voices. I'm not a fan of the gimmicky Nicki Minaj. I like her natural voice. I like when she's spitting. I don't like the characters. Just give me, me, just give me bars, give me good music. And, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, but for like,
I'm not mad at you.
Like a Nicki Minaj return, it was just like, the anticipation was there and then it kind of just went down. Like you didn't release no visuals, no nothing. Like, ain't no big rollout to that return. Like you did that, you had everybody on a frenzy on Tuesday, but then after Thursday at midnight or whatever, it just kind of died down. So for that to be a return, that was kind of like lackluster for me.
I will say, I don't think it was a money play. I do understand because I come from the era of mixtapes and I understand how hard it was to get certain mixtapes because labels weren't supporting them. So I understand the importance of getting the mixtapes to her fans, but to act like it was a new release, I understand what you're saying, that her fans were disappointed. Like she really acted like it was a whole new release. But I mean, are we surprised? Didn't she re-release Pink Friday and like 74 times?
I think she did that first year. Or was that Roman Reloaded?
It was Roman Reloaded and
or
Pink
one
Friday.
Of them.
There were 37,000 releases on those two. So are we surprised that a re-release was actually what she gave them?
I mean, with that type of anticipation with the pictures, it's like thought we're walking into a new era of Nicki Minaj, and I just feel like it kind of, instead of walking into a new era, we went to back to an old one. Like when people actually was a real fans of the music.
I guess that's the anticipation that she actually built up on. Like she was like, okay, if I say something, they're gonna go into a frenzy. And so, I mean, you know, the mixtape apparently is doing well, as you know, and then the 3 singles that she released, I guess it's doing well. I did my homework because I was gonna be on this show, not because I was just like, oh, I need to go listen to Beam Me Up Scotty right now. Like,
well, first week sales, we got to give it to her. She sold 80K, so I guess 80K on an old mixtape from 09.
How old is it?
2009. What is that? Don't make me do
Oh
that.
yeah, so about 12.
12 years ago. So
Yeah.
it was like, okay, she says it's not a little TikTok thing, but let's be real too. What's the She Got a Dunk? It's trending on TikTok, and it has been her version.
Okay,
So
well, I mean, congratulations.
You like some streams too.
Congratulations to Nicki Minaj. I didn't think that, honestly, it was surprising when she made the announcement because I didn't think she'd be back so soon after her father. I thought that she was going to take a little more time off. So when she made the announcement, I was like, okay. But
I feel like she made the announcement because it's that anticipation for the summer, because all the girls want to have that staple song for the summer. We have, is it gonna be a city girl summer, a hot girl summer, so icy summer? It's whatever. It seems like the girls is trying to see who gonna take over the summer.
I mean, in all honesty, that's definitely a goal of a lot of artists and musicians, but we've been in the house for a year and a half. Everybody can have a piece of the summer.
I feel like there's a lot of people have a piece of the whole industry, but it only can be one.
That's a whole different conversation. A whole different conversation.
Okay. So who do you think, or who are you expecting to see for this summer? Music.
Girl. I don't even know who's out there. Like I was happy that Cole was coming. I will talk about that in a second, but I was very happy about Cole. But I mean, I don't know. I don't, you know me, I don't pay attention to a lot of these. I do my homework. You tell me what we're gonna talk about, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be informed about that. You know how I am. I'm a lyricist person. So if you're not spitting lyrics at me, I'm not the girl that's like, ooh, it's a vibe and I'm a beat. No, that's not me. So who do you expect? Maybe I'll be able to bounce something off of you, because girl, right now I have no expectations with these people.
For the summer, I really want Kendrick to drop because, you know, my own selfish reasons. But for the summer,
you know, Kendrick, he ain't gonna be the song of the summer because he's gonna be too lyrical. I mean, I would appreciate it as well, because then it's just like, oh, we got a Cole and a Kendrick summer. That'll be dope.
See, I just want a Kendrick. But for me, I think it's gonna go to Drake. I feel like Drake is gonna have an amazing rollout from being he got the Billboard Decade Artist of the Year or Artist of the Decade award at the Billboards. That's gonna open the floodgates for, oh, you know what? Drake did do this and this over the past 10 years and got him talking. Then boom, he gonna drop Certified Lover Boy.
I agree. I think he's been working. I feel like he's going to be featured on a lot this summer. So you might be right about that. I feel like he might be on every feature and prepared to take over.
Because at that same time, Drake is at that pattern where he's like the standard. He's the Thor of all the artists right now. And you have the conversations where Lil Baby, he coming up there, but Drake got to kindly remind you, I'm still number one. So I feel like he's going to be gearing up for that. This whole summer is going to be Drake.
I agree. I think Drake is probably, if he doesn't release this summer, he'll start rolling out and he'll kill for the fourth quarter. But if he does roll out for the fourth quarter, then he's going to be on everybody's song. And if he's not officially on their song, he's going to jump on that shit like he did Summer Walker and all those other singles that he wasn't officially on.
So I'm actually kind of excited to hear some Drakes, because I'm not like the huge Drake fan. And I'm over here campaigning for Drake for the summer. So what about yourself?
You're realistic though. Because again, I get ostracized from a lot of conversations because I'm not the hugest Drake fan. I mean, I can recognize what he's contributed as with Nicki, but I don't have to be a stan. I understand his impact. I understand the way that he's changed music, and I can respect that. But no, I kind of agree. Like, now that you've spread it out like that, and I can see it, I agree with that.
Okay. It's gonna be an interesting one because a lot of places is open. We got these festivals, and it's kind of like all artists is reintroducing themselves to everybody. Because like we have been in the house, so we all been on the computers looking at shit. Now I need to see you live. So I'm looking to that too.
Do you think, because I was thinking about this right before we got on, you have, like you said, we have artists that are coming back. We've been in the house a year and a half. People didn't anticipate the pandemic, so they had to sit down. But then they sat down, and some people got complacent. Some people weren't working. Now that we're, all of a sudden opening back up, people aren't as prepared as they should be because they've been at home. Who do you think is going to come forward or has been working during this time that's going to be able to come out and take over because everybody else was sleeping? And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interview you because, girl, this is what I do.
It's okay. Honestly, I'm going to have to give it to the Migos.
But they're rolling out already.
They're rolling out, but they still rolling out slowly. Okay. I feel like last year what they did, they took a break after they did their whole solo projects, that wasn't really too good. They was real quiet. They had all the stuff going on in the media. And then they had to sit back and listen to what everybody's saying on YouTube, what everybody's saying on Twitter. And they put out little singles last year just to hear the conversations. I think that's what they did, just to hear buzz, to see what people was thinking about them. And they used that to motivate them. And I feel like Culture 3 is going to make that run.
I've been hearing rumors and rumbles throughout the industry that they are coming back and Culture 3 is going to be fire. So,
because straightening has been on repeat for me. I've been doing my little jog like, okay, straightening. I don't know what it means, but I've been straightening now. So what about yourself? Who do you think?
I think Cardi's coming. I think Cardi's coming. I don't know why, because relatively she's been quiet. She's been chiming in here and there. She had her releases outside of music. I think she was working on a doll and she was doing some other stuff. I think Cardi is coming.
Yeah, she's another person that looks at the comments and what people say to her and really take it in. Because that Big Papers from the DJ Khaled album Khalid that just released, they went in on her. But I understand what people are saying about the way she was rapping. But if you actually listen to everything she was saying, you could see she got a lot of frustration. And she ready to keep proving people wrong. So, I can agree with that.
The funny thing about it is I saw the backlash. When you said you were busy, girl, I have been super busy. So musical releases, something I normally do listening to music, I'm in the car with it. And I'm still, in the house. So I haven't been able to sit with a lot. I heard the backlash and I was like, I gotta go listen to that. Still haven't listened to it. So all I heard about her was that she was insecure about her accent. I don't know what the backlash was about. I haven't listened to it yet because Khaled, the only song I've listened to was the Nas Jay-Z, just to see what that was about. Khaled, he hits and misses for me. His entire albums don't hit for me anymore. So it's just like, I'll listen to it if I hear something about it, or if something sticks out to me on the album and I just haven't had a moment to sit with it.
Right.
But I think she's been working.
Yeah, I'm excited for music this summer because like the festivals, I'm ready to get out there just to see what people been working on, okay? If you wasn't in the house working on music, you already 10 steps behind.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm wondering who was over here like, oh, the pandemic's going to keep going, and now they're scrambling. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I'm actually ready for some of the R&B girls too, because her has been the only one. Where's Ella May at?
I was wondering about that. She's been very quiet. And honestly, this is speculation, but I wonder what's going on in that camp with her and Mustard. Because I feel like the same way that you're saying people listen to what's going on in the comments, Ella Mai on a Mustard beat, of course, is dope. But she was always giving us the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
So I want to know whether or not Mustard is encouraging her to continue doing what they know has been proven and works.
That's the formula.
Right. Or if she's fighting to do something different. Like I'm speculating. I just want to know, you know, what's going to be next, because if she does come out with something new, I'm thinking, okay, well, she just doesn't have much leverage because he knows this is going to work. They know this is going to work for her, or she's even wondering how to make anything different. So I've been wondering where she is.
I can see that, because I could feel like she's probably stuck where I'm just complacent. Like, hey, you already know this is going to be a hit, so you might as well just throw it out there. Because Trip, and it was another song that she had that kind of sound exactly the same, but it worked.
It works. And that's the thing. Like, she might also, because Mustard discovered her, she might also feel indebted to him, so that she's going to listen to anything that he says to do.
Okay. So in your opinion, besides Mustard, what is another producer would you like to see her with?
You know, and I don't know if this is based off of her sound or just based off of who I know can cater sounds to people. Timbaland.
Okay.
Timbaland creates sounds around people. He creates specific sounds to people. So I just think it would be different because she's not, you know, like Aaliyah, we all love Aaliyah. She had that voice. Her voice was softer. And then he went and he was with Brandy. And Brandy has a raspier tone and a different register. And he made that sound amazing. He's worked with pretty much everyone. But to create an entire sound around somebody, because the way that Mustard's curated Ella Mai's sound, it's her sound. The formula of the production is what he's known for, but what he's curated with Ella Mai is her sound. So somebody that I know could create a sound for her is Timbaland.
Okay. I can see that. I probably know one of my favorite writing wise, I would like to see her work with The Dream.
Okay.
I would like to see her work with The Dream, just for context, just a little bit different. And kind of get out of that Cali swag, because isn't she's from like London or something like that. So another sound would be different from a Cali swag, I would say.
Now, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, with The Dream, I want to know if he'll get away from that whole repetitive AAA thing, because the only person that was able to get away from that was Beyonce. When he worked with his ex-wife Nivea, because that was the first time I ever heard it, when he produced her first album.
My favorite.
Oh, girl.
That's like all near and dear to all ours.
Yeah, when he produced that album, nobody knew who The Dream was. I knew when he was rapping on that album, I was like, oh, he's whack. But that entire album was dope. And then I heard it again. I didn't put two and two together. So Rihanna did it, but it sounded genuine coming from her because of her accent. So when he would do it, I was just like, I'm not a fan of The Dream's voice. Writing wise, oh my gosh, he's a genius. But his voice, I don't like it.
Not good. He's a good, what's the people?
Demo.
Reference tracks.
The demo.
Yeah, so the reference tracks. Do you know Bria, or her name was Brie, on the show? Signed with Rick Ross, Lenny, and The Dream.
I remember. I watched the show. Which one was Bria?
Bria is the one that he picked, the dark-skinned girl with the short hair.
Okay. Well, that's not the one that was in the clip that's been floating around when they were comparing her to the light girl. Okay.
Not her.
I don't remember her.
I'm gonna have to send you a clip of her singing. She has a song called Over You that he wrote. I think that song would have been, she sung it beautifully. But I feel like another artist could have took that song to somewhere else. Like, he knows how to write for each artist. And I feel like maybe Ella Mai, he could probably bring something else out of her. I don't know.
I'm interested now. It's just like, girl, we need to be over here A&R and stuff. You know,
right.
They're not doing it right.
Because man, even with one person I could think as well can take over the summer to bring back that momentum is T-Pain.
Oh, well, he's working. You know, he got all them DMs that he got to get through.
Right.
Actually, in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
I need him to make an entire album off of them DMs that he missed, because I feel like
Right.
that collaboration album would be insane.
I feel like I could see that. T-Pain can have a killer song. You know that it was back 2008, 2009. You couldn't turn on the radio without hearing a T-Pain song. I feel like he is gearing up for that because the song he got with Kaylani
I
is
like it.
a summer smash to me.
I like that. And that's why I was saying, I was like, oh, if he did an entire album of the people he missed, that,
Mhm.
I mean, first of all, the title would be hilarious, but then it would just be a different collaboration of so many different people that we may not even expect.
Right. I would love to hear him work with other artists that we probably never heard of before. Like it's time for us to get introduced to a new wave of music in the mainstream world, like the new class. You know how like the Double XL has do the freshman cover, and we hear so much about some artists. I need an R&B or some type of different genre to be issued in so we can get some more music.
I mean, I agree. I think that there's a very, very blurred line between rap and, I'm sorry, my dog, he wants to choke right now.
I thought somebody was sneezing. I was like, bless you.
No, we over here just being special. I feel like there's like a very thin line between hip hop and R&B. I feel like, you know, there are rappers that if I hear them on the radio, it's just like, oh no, he's a rapper. And I'm like, no, he sounds like a singer. Like everything is auto-tuned, everything is melodic. And there's a difference between melody and rap.
Mm-hmm.
You can merge the two, you can cross them over, but there's a difference. So when you are singing your entire song, but you're like, no, I'm a rapper, I have a problem with that. So you're right. Like, I don't know if we need a new genre, but I feel like we might just need hip hop and R&B to split ways again, so we can tell the difference and everything isn't so melodic.
I can see that too because there's a couple of people like I didn't know Fetty Wap was considered like a rapper. I thought he was a singer. I thought A Boogie was a singer for a minute too.
Who was the second one?
A Boogie.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, there's another Boogie?
That way A Boogie with the hoodie, right? I feel old when I say that. But I didn't know they were rappers.
I think it needs to be split again so that we understand what rap is and we understand what R&B is, because they've become so immersed in one another that it's just, like I said, I can turn on the radio right now and some dude's gonna be singing with auto-tune heavily on the track. And then it's just like, okay, so he's a singer. No, he's a rapper. Where, Sway? How, Sway?
Yeah, that's a lot of the artists too. And this whole melodic wave is it possible that people are just want to just make music without having it attached to a genre?
That would be fine if you weren't going into the studio and heavily editing your audio so that you sound like you're on pitch and that you sound like a singer. Because like Tyler the Creator, that whole situation where he won the best rap album, but it was supposed to be like, you know, he was doing something totally different. It was R&B. He understood what he was trying to do, but because he's Black and was in that space prior to, they decided that they were going to say it was rap. Now, if you're doing something totally different than what it is you're normally doing or normally did, I get it. If you're trying to be genre non-conforming. But when you say I'm a rapper, but you go into the studio and you sing these songs and then tell your engineer or producer, okay, well, I need you to layer that and do this. But you're trying to sound like, so you're not trying not to be boxed in. Like you want to be a rapper, but you also want to sound like everything that's on the radio because it works. And you're trying to be something that you aren't just to make sure that you get the same look that someone else is getting.
Honestly, that's the same way with the whole Lil Nas X situation. That it was supposed to be a country record, but it sounds like a hip hop record.
See, I don't think that's the intention of that song being a country record. Lil Nas X is a master manipulator, and he's very smart. So I think he knew exactly what the hell he was doing, and he knew that he was going, because I just had this conversation with someone, it may have been Friday, but I was saying how country music is one of the most guarded genres ever. They will not welcome anyone in, and hip hop is way too welcoming. So I feel like he had the same way he came out with the Jesus shoe and the drop of blood and the devil shoe. Mm-hmm. I think that was a marketing plan that worked out in both situations. So I think he's very smart and knew exactly what was going to happen. And also understood that he could play I'm a Black gay kid, so if they don't accept me, it's going to be a problem. But he's very smart.
everything that boy has done since he came out has been very strategic. He's like the new age of Big Soulja.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
He knows what he's doing with the internet. Okay, he understands it.
I don't know if I give Soulja Boy that much intelligence. I think Soulja Boy is talented as a producer.
Okay.
But marketing, I think he may have happened into certain situations. Or it was just him being himself. I don't think he sat down and was like, ooh, I'm gonna do this. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. I think he happened into it. He just had great luck or maybe great ideas. But I don't think he sat down and strategically was just like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Because if he did, all the shit that's been going on the past couple of years, he would have been able to maneuver out of it easily. If that's the way his mind always worked.
Okay.
And that's how I think. I'm thinking if he was that strategic about so much at such a young age, as he grew, everything, and I'm not saying that as he grew, I feel like that intelligence would have grown with him. Mm-hmm. And even like the whole, he's got cases going on and then he's over here taking people's money. I'm still asking niggas on Twitter if they got them consoles because like, so I don't know. I don't give him that much intelligence. I think he's happened into things. I think he's had great luck.
Okay. I can see that. I kind of think he planned it out too. Like if a moment happens, what he gonna do after that? He gonna milk the shit out of it.
There's a difference between reacting and planning something. I think Lil Nas X
planning too after the reaction. You can start planning after the reaction.
You can, but no. So you either plan something
mm-hmm.
and you see it through.
Okay. Or
something happens, you react, and then you have a certain reaction to that. But you're not going to react if it's planned through. You're either, because it's already mapped out. If it's planned through, you got A, you got B, and you got a C as a contingency. So mm-hmm. His reactions they're not well calculated. They are not well calculated.
I'm telling you, he may be playing this way. I feel like Big Soulja is very calculated.
We can agree to disagree.
Look,
tell me how he's calculated. Let me
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this Verzuz battle that they announced was planned.
No, I feel like
it was a calculated move for it to be put out there.
I don't believe that. I believe that Sir Shad Moss was angry at Romeo and the way that he came at him. 1. And 2, realistically, Romeo is not beating anybody in a battle. Romeo's not beating me in a battle, and I have no songs.
Hey, I was trying to name at least 5 little Romeo songs. I can't do that. You know how they be like, oh, you saw the meme where like, if you had a gun to your head, you had to rap one Nick Cannon song. I can do that. I can't do that for little Romeo.
I'm dead. The only one I got off the top of my head is the ICDC college song. I don't even. Solange was in one of his videos. What's the name of that song?
I think that was Bow Wow Puppy Love.
No, wait. You're a liar. No. There was a Solange Romeo video. You're a liar.
Oh, he had, oh, Romeo, give me a
that was the video. It was True Love, whatever that was. I'm not crazy. Yes. Oh. I don't know the song, but the song is called True Love. I just Googled it.
Look, it wasn't as big as Puppy Love. It wasn't gonna hold up in the battle with Puppy Love.
But there was a video, there was a song, and
it make 106 in Park.
I'm sure it did. It might have been number 10.
It might have been a world premiere and world premiere left, okay?
I hate you.
But I feel like him and Bow Wow was probably be like, you know what? Let's just make this a big thing. Just tweet it out. You got the juice. All the blogs is going to pick it up. We going to pump it up. Then we going to have our phone ringing. It's going to be Tim and Swift. Like, All right, we
I
see
agree.
what y'all doing.
I agree. I think, like I said, I think Shad Moss was upset about the way Romeo came at him. Realistically, that wasn't a matchup. Like, we wanted it to be a matchup, but it wasn't going to be. Now, him and Soulja Boy, that's a better matchup.
Mm-hmm.
They had songs that were smashes at the same time. So, I mean, it is what it is. I doubt that I'll watch it.
What? I'm throwing a whole party.
Girl, I'm gonna pray for you.
I used to be a whole Bow Wow stan, so of course,
See, you're younger than me, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm riding with Bow Wow with that one.
You're younger than me, it makes sense. And I still want to know what the hell is going on with all these Soulja Boy accusations with him abusing women, and I'm good.
I believe it's the same situation with Nia because she then told the same story multiple
times. But there was
times.
another girl. I know there was another girl. Either way, there were accusations. It came up again. I'm good. I don't need to support it.
Yeah.
I was never listen, I'm a lyricist girl. Mm-hmm. I like some Bow Wow stuff because people wrote for Bow Wow. He was too young. A lot of the stuff that he was talking about, he wasn't experienced in. So he had lyrics. Soulja Boy.
She got it done. She got it done. That's all he really had, I said, ain't nobody want to sit there and hear y'all, bitch, y'all, but okay. But other news this week, we also had the whole big name change with Miss Mulatto. She changed her name from Mulatto to Latto. So how do you feel about that one? Because I have mixed kind of feelings with that.
I think it's bullshit. She didn't change her name. She shortened it. She didn't change it to Lotto like the lottery. It's Latto. And she's like, oh, that's like the Lotto with my spin on it. No, it's not. You think people are stupid. Mm-hmm. Fortunately enough for me, I'm not invested, one. And two, I'm not stupid. Like, I didn't like the name. I watched the rap game. Mm-hmm. I didn't like the name when she was on it and she was much younger. You can't tell me, because I heard the song, I think it's, what is it, Big Lotto? Is it like, yeah. Because I did my homework, so I'm prepared. And I went and listened to that song, and she was just like, I was too young to understand. You knew exactly what the hell that meant. And even if you didn't, when you said that you named yourself that, when you understood what it meant and you got backlash for it, you could have said, I wasn't aware of it. I'm going to take this into consideration. You shortened it. You're still going by that name. People are still going to call you that because it's a shortening of it. You didn't change it. I'm not stupid. Save that for somebody else. It's bullshit.
Yep, that's exactly how I felt because when she in the song, when she was like, she was not misunderstood. She didn't know what she was talking about or the meaning behind it. It was like 3 to 4 episodes on the rap game where that's all they talked about. And she still had her same grounds that she had today.
And you're
older now. And that's when you were, what, 15, 16 on the show?
You knew exactly what it was because it's the exact definition of quote unquote what these people would have called you back in the day. You knew, and then the excuse was, I was trying to take a negative word and make it positive. So you didn't know what it meant, but you knew that it was negative. Like, come on, I'm not stupid. Let's stop right here. Do not give me lip service. You knew exactly what the hell it meant. You thought people weren't going to challenge you. You damn sure didn't think they were going to tell you that it was wrong. And now that you're getting the backlash that you're getting, okay, I'm going to appease everyone. And maybe the people that her demographic is might fall for that dumb shit. I'm not stupid.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think she should have just named herself Lottery or something like that. I don't know. I would have liked Big Lotto.
You could have just changed the O, but you wanted to be you wanted to be
what it was.
Girl, you can have it.
I think it's still also a part of the identity of herself because she's been Miss Mulatto for so long. So it was like, look, I would drop it and say what it means, that the lottery or whatever, but that's still part of me. So I think I get that.
But that's also you thinking people are stupid enough to fall for
it. Hey, they falling for it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the people that she actually wants to fall for, they have. They're going to ride for her. She's going to have her stands, and that's fine. Because, again, I know that I am not her demographic. And it is okay. Again, I wouldn't have even had an opinion on this had you not been like, girl, we're going to talk about this. All right, cool. Because I haven't seen it for her since I heard her name. And she was dope on the rap game. I didn't like her attitude, but she was dope.
Yeah. She wasn't my favorite on the rap game. I wanted Super Peach to win because I understood what the concept of the show was, but I understood why Mulatto won.
I understood the concept of the show because that was what, the second or third season. I'd watched all
First
of them,
season. Mm-hmm.
but Super Peach, I didn't like her. She was too cocky for me. She needed to grow some more. I think she'll be a problem once she steps into an area of being humble, because her mother as her manager, or her sister was her manager.
Yeah,
She
both
was
of them.
dope. She was super dope, but they would feed so much into her, like she was almost unbearable at times. So I think that once she steps into an area of being humble and understanding that yes, you're dope, but you don't have to be an asshole about it, I think she'll be a problem.
Yeah, I think the only thing would have further her career, she should have dropped her management, which was her mom and her sister. If she would have had Mulatto dad as her manager, I feel like her career would have been further. Somebody different from her mom, like, yeah, daughter, you got this. You know how some parents be.
Yeah.
And that's basically what she was getting. So that's where her cockiness had came from.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. If she parts ways or grows up, because she doesn't even have to part ways with them. She could grow up a little bit and just have more of a voice and be more confident in how she carries herself and the way she stands up to herself. And it's going to be hard doing that with your mother and your sister.
Yeah. But, Latto, she's doing her thing. Congratulations with the biggest. But let's go ahead and talk about the man who got the #1 album in the country, and that is Mr. Jermaine Cole. So tell me your thoughts on his new project. What is it called? I don't want to say the wrong thing. It's called what? Off season.
I'm sorry, I thought you were looking for a specific song.
Yeah, no, I was like off season.
I was very excited. Again, I need to get in the car. Mm-hmm. I've listened to it in the house, but I need to hear it in the car. I need to ride
element.
I need to ride with it. I absolutely. It's funny because my nephew and I bonded over him. I have a bunch of homeboys who I talk hip hop with, and I got no less than 6 text messages like, "Yo, I need a review." And I was like, I'm not that blogger. Like, I'm writing, but I'm not the blogger that's literally 1207. Oh, this is a classic. No, I need to listen to it.
Right. Like, let me listen to the whole album.
I know it's gonna be dope because I like Cole, but I'm not 7 minutes later. It's a classic, sir. You listened to 3 songs. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not declaring it a classic 2 minutes after it came out. That's not what I do.
Yeah, and surprisingly, like I have never listened to J. Cole. Like when he first came out, yeah, Nobody's Perfect. I listened to like the commercial songs, but I wasn't like a huge J. Cole fan at all. If you hear a debate, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, I'm Kendrick all day. Now, I didn't start looking at Cole, you gonna call me crazy, is a couple of years ago, he had a song with the baby on it. It was him, the baby, and somebody else, and they was walking through it was Charlotte. They was walking through Charlotte at a corner store. And I was like, okay, I like Cole, he can rap. Then I heard him on the 21 Savage, J. Cole, A Lot song. That was one of my favorite songs. So when this album came out, I was in my group and they was like, yeah, J. Cole album. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I love Kendrick. Like, if you notice, I kept posting Kendrick, like, oh, Kendrick, I miss you. And I was like, all right, let me stop being an ass and actually listen to the album. And I was like, okay, I might cheat on you with Kendrick just a little bit.
You can love them both.
And I was like, I kind of like J. Cole. Like, it seemed like a whole rap album. It was like, okay, I like this.
I love Cole. I became a huge Cole fan with 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Okay.
Again, I'm just on lyrics. Not to say he wasn't lyrical, but prior to that, for me, I wasn't impressed by what he was saying. 2014 Forest Hills Drive definitely brought me in. And it's so funny because me and my homies, there's a group chat that I have with a bunch of my friends. Like, there's a bunch of guys in it and a couple of girls. And one of my homies was just like, I mean, I listened to it, but his last 2 albums ain't been doing it for me. And I'm like, dude, I listen to KOD to this day. Like, the album, he's a storyteller. I think I appreciate Cole because he's smart. And I'm not just talking about like street smart. He's intellectual. And I think that's why I have a different appreciation for him. But I also think that's why he's discounted a lot, because he's not talking about the shit that he hasn't lived. So people, they want to be more into street things and they think Cole is boring. No, he's rapping about his life. Y'all want people to be authentic. Y'all want people to talk about what it is that they've lived through. He is. And I appreciate him for that. My favorite song on the album is Pride is the Devil. What's yours?
You said what?
Pride is the Devil is my favorite song on the album. Which one is
Hold on. The one I had to save it. Hold on. Look, I ain't gonna tell you. I know the front and back of it.
Got you.
Because this is the one we was debating on. Hold on. It's Applying Pressure.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope too.
Applying Pressure. And I was like, okay. Hey, J. Cole. You got a new fan. Look, I'll pay for a ticket. I won't know all your songs, but I'll pay for a ticket now.
I brought my nephew, his first concert, I bought him tickets to see Cole. And I think that was 2014, Forest Hills Drive. So.
Okay, so if Cole go on a concert, we just got to go together, okay?
Hey, I'm with it.
I got to experience it. I don't know a few songs, but I'm down for it.
I just said you got to listen to more than the last album, though. You got to go back and listen and learn more songs so you're not lost until the very end.
Yeah, because look, my brother, he pleaded with me in our group chat talking about why Cole was the greatest. That's all I listened to the song. And then I was looking at him, I'm like, he did 243 pure copies the first week. And I'm like, okay, maybe this guy is, popping and I need to just watch him. But it's a regional thing too.
Shout out to your brother for knowing good music. Shout out to him.
Yes, he wanted to be in the debate today. He wanted to do a debate. I said, next time we could do something. We got to get more people to do a debate. At least 3 other people.
Shout out to your brother for putting you on. Because yes, Cole is dope.
Yeah,
but people like to try to sleep on him. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I was the one sleeping on him. I was listening to Kendrick and Wale. Them was the only 2 I was going back and forth.
I listen to Kendrick, Wale, and not Cole though.
I like the way Wale just was talking to me in my ear.
But Wale is dope as what? Like I love all 3 of them, and they're 3 different people. So you can have love for all of them.
Look, I'm growing into it, okay? Look, I'm growing into it.
We get together, I got to put you onto some stuff. We got
to listen to a little Cole so I can understand his, get the understand of his appreciation, okay?
Got you.
Now, look, I know you got to go. I want to thank you so much for still taking the time out and being in the music so we could talk about our celebrity tea.
I love you. I enjoyed talking to you. I got good vibes from everybody that watched it the last time, so of course.
Yes, thank you so much. And we will be doing this again sometime in June. Hopefully it will actually be in person or July. That'll be real dope if we can do it in person.
I'm with it. We just got to figure it out.
We're going to plan it out. Well, I got to do better at planning, y'all. I'll put it on me.
All right.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching a new episode of In the Music. Make sure y'all go ahead and become a family member. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. And also make sure y'all go ahead and like and comment. We like to discuss about the show down below. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and watch previous episodes of In the Music and our Up Next artists on FeliciaKatsson.com.